What's up, everyone? I'm Coach D, and once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. We're over 73,000 subscribers, so if you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, please do so. I really do appreciate it. So, the shit is still hitting the fan in the Republican Party when it comes to the two sides not agreeing on their idea behind these H-1B visas. And listen, some people think that they have a solution to this problem, but they don't. Because what they have to understand is that the side that is against H-1B visas, it is because of racism. So unless you're going to meet them halfway on their racism, there's not going to be a solution to this. So, but it's neither side has a good argument, and neither side is doing a good job of messaging. Like Elon Musk, who I agree with, that we should have these H-1B visas. We should have a diverse, workforce here in America. We should be looking for the best and brightest minds. But he puts out this juvenile tweet, like one of the most juvenile posts I've ever seen. In it, he said, which the first part I agree with, he said the reason why we have people like himself in America creating things like SpaceX and Tesla and Starlink is because of H-1B visas, which I agree with. But then the second part of this, he says, take a step back and go fuck yourself all the way in the face, and I'm going to fight to the death that I believe in this. What the hell? Like, this is a child or something, right? And then Steve Bannon, who I never agree with, ever, because he is a horrible, racist person himself. He says someone called Child Protective Services on this guy because they need to do a wellness check on this child or whatever, right? And it calls him a toddler or something like that. And I agree. What the hell was Elon Musk thinking? Like, that's not the way to get your message across to people. But then Elon Musk posts this interview with Scott Jennings. He's a Republican that goes on CNN. And he thinks he has a solution to this problem. So we're going to watch this video, and then I'm going to tell you exactly why he's wrong, and his solution will never work.
Scott Jennings, I don't want to go into a deep dive of Saved by the Bell with you. I have no doubt you have an encyclopedic knowledge of it. It just seems like something you would have an encyclopedic knowledge of. But I think the bigger picture here, because on the policy, this is a huge issue that has long existed in terms of a division between certain parts of the Republican Party. And then also on the coalition, the political coalition. The president-elect won the popular vote in large part because he was able to put together these two very key components of the coalition. How long-standing and potentially harmful do you think this fight could get?
Let me just start with Kelly Kapowski, if you're listening. Oh, hi. Number two, look, there's always been a push and pull on this in the Republican Party, and I think there's a way to work this out and solve it. I mean, I think what a lot of people would say is, and Elon Musk was making this point, if you take like the top 1% or the top 0.1% of the most talented engineering people from other countries, that's perfectly fine. H-1B visas for that, they're unique, they have unique talent, unique innovative skills, fine. If you're using the H-1B program to abuse it, to recruit, interns, accountants, other people that easily could be recruited from the United States of America, all because you just want to do it cheaper, that's not fine. So I think what a lot of people in the party want to do is eliminate the fraud in this H-1B program, retain the top engineering talent, and there's a way to do this. What Ramaswamy did yesterday was not a great communications exercise, and it did anger a lot of people in the president's coalition, and I think rightfully so.
Simply put, here's why he is wrong. The other side, the people who are against H-1B visas, they don't want 1% or 0.01% of the workforce in America being people from other countries because they are xenophobic, racist bigots. Understand this, okay? And if you don't believe me, Steve Bannon had Michael Seifert, a CEO of a company, on his show, and he says exactly that.
We actually put our money where our mouth is, Steve. Anytime we have an applicant come through with an H-1B or an O-1 or a visa program of any sort on their application, we automatically deny them. I'm sorry, we're an American company. It's Americans first. And we're really glad to have a unified culture in our workforce where all of our employees are actually American. And we're unified to a common cause of strengthening the American economy through the American principles. We are not just an economic zone. We're not just a sports team. And we're not just a financial institution that you can extract value from. We're an actual country, a culture with customs and traditions. We're a heartland. And for me, it's my home. So it's not just an economic zone, it's our home, and we want to make sure that we protect it.
So he's saying if people with either of these visas apply to his company, he rejects them. He doesn't want them. He only wants American workers. And if you listen really closely to how he says something about the culture of the company and also about having the same beliefs, it sounds like he also only wants white American men in his company as well. But this is Steve Bannon, who has Donald Trump's ear, Michael Seifert, who has Steve Bannon's ear, all saying this. And then, of course, you have Laura Loomer out there who's just straight up being racist about people from India and stuff like that. Like, horrible racist things. So those people are not just fringe right people. These are some of Donald Trump's best people. These are some of his best friends. Again, Laura Loomer and him probably had an affair, but who knows? But she was definitely flying around with him, going to Mar-a-Lago, hanging out there with him and all that. And you have Steve Bannon, who was in his cabinet, who he also pardoned at one point. So these people have his ear as well. And then you have Elon Musk, who we all know has already bought his ear. So that's going to be a problem for Donald Trump. And you also have Vivek Ramaswamy out there who has bought Donald Trump's ear as well. And he's out there saying that Americans are too stupid to be able to run these companies, and that's why they have to go out and get other people. Elon Musk actually liked a tweet of someone who said that the right is full of people who are retarded and don't understand what he's saying. These are his words, not mine. And he also said that they don't have the mental acuity to do these things, and that's why they have to go out and get other people. So you have Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy trashing America in the America First Party. And then you have other people out there who are being, the other side, who are also Donald Trump loyalists, who are being xenophobic and racist and bigoted. And what do you have? You have Donald Trump, who is literally out golfing. He's allowing this to happen. And don't think Bannon and Elon Musk don't have his ear right now. Don't think they're not talking to him. They are. He just doesn't know how to handle this problem. I'm telling you guys right now, I don't know who's going to last. I don't see Elon Musk lasting even to Inauguration Day. Although money speaks way higher than anything else. So I think Donald Trump is willing to go against his beliefs of deporting everyone and all of that because Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk have more money to pay him off than Steve Bannon and Laura Loomer does. This is getting crazy. It's absolutely out of hand. I knew that this presidency was going to be a shit show. I didn't expect it to start happening so soon. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.